Not got much time today. Just gonna wanted to catch up with everyone anyway for a half hour. I think Obi Bun Kenobi is on the scene. Say what up, Obi?
What up, guys? Sorry I'm late. What's happening?
Yeah, a lot's happening right now. A hell of a lot's happening. So
A
yeah, I
lot's
mean,
happening.
just thought we jump on. We got a half hour. Just jump on, take a few questions. I know there's a lot of information been floating about. A lot of discussion going on in Discord about kind of whitelist and all that stuff. So yeah, man, happy to get some stuff on the table. Happy to discuss some stuff. One thing we did want to discuss in particular was like, how do you feel about kind of slight over allocation, et cetera, et cetera. But let's start with any kind of questions. We will have an FAQ going out hopefully tomorrow on Discord. The trailer for the Zuckbots is going tomorrow as well, as is the roadmap. I've actually got a behind the scenes ready to go out right now. I don't know if you throw it out yet. Maybe wait a few hours. But there's a couple of interesting behind the scenes stuff in there that I think you're going to love to see. So lots happening tomorrow. We're also on Rug Radio tomorrow, GMNFT. So that's their morning show. So we'll be on there at about 11:20 Eastern time, which is around 8:20 LA time. So you'll get probably me, West, Luke, and Colin on there. So that should be fun.
That's
There's
awesome.
always a hell of a lot
One
of
of the
people.
most popular shows that goes
Yeah,
every morning. So
it's like today there was like 2,500 people who was on that. So yeah, it'd be good little platform for us to talk about what we're doing. Interesting is we've done like 100 pieces of video content now, and the first one we ever did was with Hulu was at Farouk. So yeah, inadvertently that kind of did get us a bit of attention early on. So despite what people think of that gentleman there, he did actually help out very early on. So shout out to him. And look where we are today, right? We're 10 months in, I think. Also, Ryan Crypto's dropped a video, so do check that out as well. So yeah, ton of content on the way. Scavenger hunt on the way as well. I think we're going to try and get that rolling this weekend, maybe Monday. So loads and loads of stuff. And I hope everybody's excited because we're pretty damn fucking excited about this and what's going to happen. So much coming. And yeah, also what do you think of the heist video yesterday? I know we lost a few hooligans in the mix. Be interesting to see if we come back. But that also means we've definitely got spots for other hooligans to step up in the next pieces of content. So yeah, I don't want to sit here and talk for half an hour. So let's start with any form of feedback, any feelings you're having, any questions around the mid. Let's go for it. Who's brave enough to step up? I know
Were
LB is.
there freaking like secret codes in that video that we should have freeze framed and like
No,
scrummed through? No.
no. Yeah, there isn't. But in tomorrow's roadmap image, there will be. Yeah, that's all I can tell you. Everyone likes a good little hunt, right? So
yeah.
the way this hunt's going to actually work is a big shout out to What's Up XYZ because he's been helping us design this. But basically, there'll be a different clue and password every day. So every day, kind of leading up to the mint from when we start. I think it's going to be like maybe 4 or 5 days, and essentially you'll need to solve a puzzle every day and kind of input that in, and what it'll essentially do is most likely if you've done it once, you'll get one entry into a raffle. If you've done all 5 days, you'll get five, and then we'll kind of raffle it off. There will be a Genesis Hooligan in the mix, some Zuckbots, some whitelist, some Hooligan heads, some merch, all that, loads of kind of cool stuff. So get your puzzle game on. What we didn't want to do is, it is fun to do it the other way, which is literally first person who solves it is a winner. But that then disadvantages people who are not on the same time zone, etc., etc. So it should be fun, and I hope you'll all enjoy it. And if anybody in here is literally like an expert at cryptography, get in touch. Let's make this harder than it is. Always willing to listen. So yeah, no clues in that one, and he was frantically trying to solve remember the wanted poster with it with his up button. Everybody was trying to solve that. Yeah, there was no clues in that one either, which is pretty funny. All right. Anyway, let's talk. So, any questions? What do y'all think about the heist video?
Freaking loved it, man. Freaking loved it.
Yeah.
It was the first time I think I've seen like community members, even a community member's voice in like that level of content. So that was pretty freaking sweet.
And that's something you guys can definitely expect more of too. So we were really pumped, as we've been alluding to and mentioning as well. You know, we're really stoked to continue to make content that starts to showcase various members of the community, and start to help kind of lift members up and get some spotlight on them. So this is kind of just a bit of a test run, but this is something we will definitely be doing more of in the future. So I know there's a lot of you that contribute so much, so we're going to make sure that we kind of get everybody accounted for over time as we continue to make these sorts of things.
Who wants in? Whoever shouts the loudest now gets in the next set.
Avocado.
Me.
The color palette, whatever you did with the color palette on this last one, I live for it. Like, just keep it. Like, love that. Just keep that going.
All right, good to know. Good to know.
Super cinematic.
Yeah. I mean, Obi-Wan Kenobi's a bit more of a color palette guy than me. Like,
it's funny. It's actually what I'm messing with right now while we're on this call. I'm making additional pages and compositions. So yeah, I feel you there.
Yeah, fair enough. I wonder, like, how many Hoolies got taken out during that video? Because, like, I'm wondering what happened to the other ones. Well, did they just wuss out?
Hey,
I believe that. I don't know if that was a question to me.
Anyone? I don't know the answer. Crypto Jamming ran away apparently. Stacks went to the vending machine. He was too hungry. I mean, Stacks is maintaining.
Maybe they're still stuck in there.
Maybe they're still stuck in there. Yeah, we'll soon find out what happens. But yeah, definitely keen to get other members of the community's hooligans in there. So if you feel like you were left out or missed out, don't worry. We have a plan. So
definitely
your time will come, especially everybody who turns up in here, because we appreciate you showing support and love. But anyway, let's get into some questions. So you surely must have questions. We want to write up an FAQ tomorrow. What are the questions that are coming up about the mint? What do you want to know? What have we not given enough information about? By the way, when we drop the trailer tomorrow, there'll be a bit more information on that as well. And you're going to get the roadmap, and the roadmap's looking crazy cool.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah, go for it. I'm making notes as well.
If I completed my my full faction set after the snapshot, am I eligible for another +1 or not?
So if you created it after the snapshot, so this is actually a great question. So initially we were just going to run off the snapshot we did, but it has been over a week now, so it is in consideration whether we do another one. We're not going to probably tell you when, but we know individuals would have maybe like completed faction sets or bought a bag holder since, and we don't want anybody to be left out. So it's likely we're going to do a couple of things. One will be query the initial snapshot that we did, and then when you come to mint, query what's also in the wallet that you're minting from. So that's likely to be done just to kind of, make sure we're doing enough kind of check-offs and not missing anybody out. And the alternative, and I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on that, whether you think that's fair or not. So do weigh in. And then we do want to go live with like a wallet checker before mint, so everybody can see very clearly what they're eligible for, and raise any concerns with us before mint. I don't know. Give me your thoughts. We could just say, we just stick to the original snapshot. What do you think's fair and what do you not think's fair?
I mean, it's definitely a problem because people will try to, send hoolies to multiple wallets. But on the other hand, I think it would be fair if somebody got like just a bag boy or 7 factions that they would get their +1. But yeah.
Yeah, In fact, Webby just had a great suggestion. He said, keep the original snapshot for the wallets that hold, so people don't take advantage of moving multiple wallets. But for bag holders and full factions, take a second. So that's a good shout. That's a good shout.
Yeah,
I think that's probably the best solution.
I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So you'll be all right there. Good stuff. Any other kind of questions coming up? Because it's important we get these down so we can make sure there's a really comprehensive FAQ out. It's very clear. And then everybody who's in here can help each other out at that point. It's always it's always tough. There's always a balance with these things. You want to kind of look after everybody. You want to look after the people who supported you. We know we don't want to do like thousands and thousands and thousands because at the same time we want to ensure we're definitely crossing the finish line with this one. So there's a lot to balance, and it's not always easy kind of running the mints and kind of making these decisions because ultimately there'll always be somebody somewhere down the line that will be unhappy, and I don't like making anyone unhappy personally. And I'm not necessarily saying it's going to be any holders, but it could be other people. And like I said, I don't like making anyone unhappy. I don't like FUD. It brings me down a bit. It's just not nice. But that's me. I'm not as rough and tough as somebody like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I don't know about that, man.
Jay Dunk's been trying to find FUD for a couple of days now. Sorry, I can't help you. But I'm sure there'll be some. Oh yeah, there's always something, right?
It's actually one of the interesting things. Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry guys. Just a question for those that have this may come up. People that have their hoolies on a cold storage, right? That they've never minted from and didn't really have any intentions to. Is there any way around that in this instance, or not really? People will just have to be minting from their cold storage.
I am no dev, so I can't answer that one. I don't know if you've got any insight on that particular one, West, but I'm sure we can do a bit of analysis on that and find out, and maybe as part of our wallet check-in system, we could probably have a solution for it. But good question. Let me check in with our dev on that side of things.
Yeah,
Obi, I don't know if you've got
we'll need to
insight.
dig into a little bit more. That had come up at least as a question. I'll need to follow back up to see where we're at with it. Obviously, we don't necessarily want people minting from their core cold storage if we can help avoid it. So we're going to see what we can do on that one. I think I do think there are a couple solutions there, so that's what we're going to work toward doing.
Good shout. Great question.
Yeah, fair enough. That probably comes up in an FAQ, so maybe if you put an FAQ
So
out there
we'll
today,
we'll
looking
get
into it.
No, I
We'll
think
get our dev on
that's
that tomorrow.
a reasonable shout for sure.
Yeah, it's a reasonable shout. Or even if it's like we can prove they've got assets and then give them the opportunity to basically offer up a different wallet.
Yep, that'd be cool.
Yep.
I know a lot of people have these in cold storage because we're so bullish on it. So
all right, cool, man. Great question. So let's get on top of that. Anything else that's kind of been coming up?
Hey, Skyhopper and Wes, can I ask this question?
Go for it. Of course, man. Come on.
Yeah, Rubok here. I was thinking about the Zipbot game. Is it like a Pokemon style game, or it's like really play around and?
I mean, just because it's us in this chat right now, I'm going to give you a little bit more on it. And I don't think it's being recorded either, which is even so. This is just us. So it's going to be a mix of. It's going to be a mix of a Tamagotchi meets kind of like a simplified. I'm not going to say Street Fighter because it won't be like Street Fighter. It'll be like a 3D kind of like BattleBots thing. So. Essentially, think of it like this. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Tamagotchi, but I'm guessing everybody is. But essentially, your bot, you'll have a bot. You'll be able to nurture the bot and kind of, accessorize, feed it, tool it. Not feed it, but give it kind of like oils and like shit. Essentially, nurture your bot. And if your bot is in very kind of good, healthy condition, it might fight better than if it's in bad condition. So when you enter it into a match, the matches will be ranked. If you win matches, you're gonna be feeling good, right? You're gonna rank higher. If you lose matches, your bot may get sustained damage for a while, and you may need to take it out of fighting for a while and bring it back up to levels, kind of like nurture and repair it essentially. So it's going to be a mix between a Tamagotchi style thing Yeah, and a bit of Pokemon in there, and a bit of like 1 versus 1 battles, and maybe in the future we could maybe have like 2v2 and all that kind of stuff, or assists, etc. So it's a bit of both or three of those things. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah, and essentially one part of the whole battles bot thing is the way we think is some things could change whilst we're developing this, by the way, just to kind of put that in there just in case. But the other thing is we want the ability for you to be able to take this bot and its metadata and everything you've done with it and bring that into the rabbit hole as well, where it'll also be a companion character. Make sense?
Sounds very nice. I'm excited.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
us too. We're looking forward to rolling this thing out for you guys, and again, we'll be sharing more as things continue to develop. But we've got some cool stuff already built here that we're pretty pumped on. So feeling good. We're stoked to share with you guys too.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Any other questions? Anything coming up? I think with the Zuck list spots, I think we're done with 250. I think that's it.
Done and done.
Yeah. So they're now sold out. I mean, come on? Like, where's all these questions? Like, everybody's always like chatting along in Discord, but when it comes to VC, nobody wants to say anything.
Yeah.
Everyone disappears when it comes to VC.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Go for
What
it.
up, Electrify?
Hey, how you going? Just a question. So there's going to be the 8888 free claim. I'm not sure how long that's going to be left open for.
Forever.
And forever. There was mention of a reveal 1 week after. How does that work in regards to reveal and that being left open forever?
Yeah. So again, we'll just let me just make a note of that one. So 1 sec. How does it work in terms of reveal? So it'd probably be in a similar way to. We'll just check in with the dev and come back to you on this, but it'd probably be in a similar way to how the mutant ape works. So likely have revealed them and hidden them. So
Yep.
as and when somebody does the claim, instead of them getting an unrevealed one, they'll actually get a revealed one. But nobody will have ever seen it, basically. So
Okay.
similar to how like Bored Apes do the mutant, right? Like there'll still be some Bored Apes now that have not mutated, but when they mutate, they'll instantly kind of get the mutated Bored Ape. Make sense?
Okay, nice. So rankings won't really be final until all of them's
Oh yeah,
all the
yeah.
bots have been into.
Exactly.
Okay.
And some people may never claim. Like one of the things is like, and I was talking about this. It's pretty common amongst a lot of projects that unclaimed Genesis characters are often, seen as more valuable than acclaimed. So, not everybody's going to claim. So, we don't know what the end supply is going to look like. We don't know what it's going to look like after 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. Maybe everyone's going to claim. We don't know. That's literally up to everybody here. And hence one of the reasons why, we have made those additional spots open for our holders is so you're not all forced to claim, right? So you can still hold the value in an unclaimed hooligan if you want, whilst also giving a very kind of reasonable entry point into getting another one. But I think you're going to be, I've been saying this for a while. Everybody's going to be surprised by what's happening here. Everybody's going to have a real good time with this, and I think it's going to be fun, right? This is a whole new ecosystem, and this OG bot that you're going to mint is literally the key to the wider ecosystem. So it's pretty much just like you've got a Genesis hooligan. This is a Genesis bot. So if you've got a Genesis hooligan and a Genesis bot, you pretty much got double Genesis. So you're literally going to be the kings of the My Pet Hooligan universe.
Nice.
Skyhopper, is it instant reveal?
No, it's not instant reveal. It'll be a week. So
Okay.
a week from mint is when we'll do the reveal. Yeah, and then I'm sure we'll have some good stuff going on. I think we need to get
Sweet.
yeah. Do we need to give who's our DJ friend again? Obi. Do we need to give him a call? Let's get a bit of a
I
party
think that
going.
we do. Yeah. Let's go. Was it
DJ Tropics? Yeah, that was it. Does anybody remember DJ Traffics and his gifts?
Lovely guy.
We got any other DJs in here? You want to take over?
Yeah, I'd rather. I'm honestly, if anybody from the community wants to step up and run something, that'd be amazing. But
there you go. Good stuff. Come on, let's hear some more. These are good questions.
These are super helpful, guys.
Yeah. Super Tilco does techno. Anybody want to hear techno these days? I mean, I like a bit of techno.
Always.
You know, them old school European club nights with the techno on, and you just go wild. They were good fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets a bit sweaty though when that techno's on.
That deep Euro house. Yeah.
Yeah, those techno ravers are definitely no posers. Let me tell you that much. They're definitely no posers.
Yeah, I'll do a DJ set in the rabbit hole. Bit of techno, disco. I'll get it going.
You've got the name for it. Leroy Jenkins is like a perfect DJ name.
That's it.
Dude, absolutely.
Right,
sounds good, Leroy.
I've got a question actually.
Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
You had a important visitor come to the studio this week. Did he
Yes, we did.
Did he leave any feedback to you guys? What was the vibe like from him?
Yeah, he was. I mean, some of you guessed who it was, by the way. So I'm just not going to say anything else. But yeah, I mean, absolute blessing to have this individual come to the studio and pay interest in what we're doing, because this is a very major figure, entrepreneur, businessman, and all that stuff. So first of all, a blessing that he even had time to spare to come and check us out, because that's what kind of level this person's on. And he actually really liked everything he saw, which was even more of a blessing. He even gave Dumbledore a good dap as well after checking out the game. So yeah, Dumbledore's not washed his hands since.
He's quite happy about it. But no, yeah, it went very well. And again, lately we were super blessed and grateful to be getting the attention from people like that. So we're just trying to continue to keep our heads down, make sure that we're focused on product, focused on delivering. But as we continue to do so, opportunities like this present themselves. So
yeah, I mean, I was definitely kind of fanboying in the corner, but
he was. I saw
a real blessing to everybody who's paying attention and taking notice of what we're doing. And the reason why is because everybody sees a lot of value in what we're doing. Everybody sees that we are some, and I don't like to say we're good people, right? But I'm sure by now you know that, we're as reasonable as people as we can be. We're as transparent as we can possibly be. Sometimes you may get pissed off at us. Sometimes you may think we're cool, but we're here, right? And we're
not perfect, but we really try to be cool and not be dicks.
Yeah, we've never stopped delivering. We're trying not to be dicks, and people, despite how low value that might seem, people really value that. And people value what we're doing, what we're building. They see us as actually doing innovative things and actually building for the future. And, we were I was on a call yesterday with Gabriel Layden from Limit Break, Digidaigaiku's. I can never pronounce it. I kept mispronouncing it. Call with him.
Yeah.
So anyway, and even him, he's an individual who's, been a games developer pretty much all his life, and he's had games that have generated revenue. One of his games $4 billion, another one $2 billion, another one $1 billion. He's now got Limit Break. They've got 200 million VC funding. They've got the Digidaigaiku's. And even he said, what we're doing is incredible. He loves what he's seen. He loves the graphics. He loves the visual art style. And, hopefully we're going to be doing something together too. So there is a little bit of alpha. And you know what?
Awesome.
That guy was such an incredible guy. He was such a nice guy. He was willing to open any doors that we wanted opening on his side for us. And yeah, I mean, one of the best guys. I mean, even from our chat with him, he's definitely one of the nicest people I spoke to in this space, and super humble, super willing to help with everything. And he is a heavyweight in the game. So we as good as we are, we're always going to listen to others as well. And blessed to have him actually say he loves and wants to do something with us. So as and what that is, you'll probably hear hopefully soon. But we have started some stuff. So let's see what we can report on and when. But he's doing some great stuff right now, and definitely bringing a lot of eyes to the space. And what I've always said is, we're not in competition with anybody. This space is still so small. We need people to work together to really achieve success for all of us.
Definitely.
There you go. So a bit of alpha there, for you. So two big names this week.
Yeah, we're counting our blessings for sure.
Yeah, and it's a blessing.
That's awesome.
And every one of you is a blessing too. It's not just about
Absolutely.
these people with big experiences and big wallets getting to the table. Every single one of you is an absolute blessing as well.
Damn right.
Yeah, we're a force of over 4,000 hooligans here. We can make as much noise as we want to. It probably takes a couple of thousand to tweet to trend on. So we could be trending every day. I don't know why we're not. Yeah, see, this is one thing about us. Is like we don't understand our collective power enough, and that's what I try and talk about a lot. Is like collectively we have a tremendous amount of power, and we should use it. Anyway, that's that.
We need more people with the Twitter raid role. We need to get all holders with that role, and we need to go crazy with it.
Yeah, we do. So we'll have to do a few more Twitter follows things and just get everybody engaged and excited again. Unfortunately, so the way the markets are, right? It's easy, and I've done this myself. After kind of like 2017, where crypto was booming, everybody was there, everybody was talking, and then 2018, 19, things just died down. I even kind of lost interest for a while, and then I was back on it. Right? It's just human nature. Like we can't blame human nature. We're all humans, and we're all similar. Sometimes things interest us more than other times, but we can constantly make people interested in us with the collective power that we've got. It's not always about, can we get the likes of an influencer to talk about us. We are bigger than influencers. If we do something in numbers, you're telling me 5,000 hooligans are not bigger than one single influencer? Of course we are. So never forget about that collective power. And if there's any cool ways we can try and harness this power, let us know. We're always willing to listen. Incentivize people with Kaggle to grab that Twitter role. Okay, cool, interesting. Maybe if I incentivized everybody and said we'll give everybody $100 if you retweet us every time, I'm sure that'd work for sure. All right.
Airdrop iPhones.
Yeah.
Airdrop iPhones to people.
Yeah, we're gonna airdrop iPhone every tweet. But at the same time, like I kind of think it's a bit cheap. Sometimes being like, oh, retweet and 3 likes and retweet and you might get something. I kind of think that's a little bit cheap as well. I think there's a lot of kind of communities that do that. There's a lot of influencers who do it. What real engagement does that bring? How valuable is that engagement? Is it bots? Is it real people? What is it? Like, I saw a project. I can't remember what it's called. It's a new project that's upcoming. Their first tweet had 5,000 likes on it, and I'm like, how and it's random. Like, there's absolutely no way on this earth you can make a Twitter account today, post one image with a bit of text, even with no hashtags, and you get 5,000 likes on it. Like, there's so much, stuff going on. People paying for engagement and doing all these dodgy things just to kind of get up in the rankings. But we've got to understand, like, long term wise, how valuable is that? Are people not seeing through that right now? And I don't think everybody is. And a lot of the times people use these tools and trick people, right? And to almost kind of show that that we're getting all this engagement. This is going to be a huge mint. It's going to be super successful, and it might be. But it's all smoke and mirrors. It's all trickery, and a lot of the times those individuals and projects probably won't sustain more than a few
Good move.
I honestly think that we just need time. Like I feel like you already have like a core amount of people that like
I don't want to play around so much with numbers. Like I leave that to a CPA.
I think I need to mute somebody. I don't know
I'm not excited at first, and you keep track of it, but it's a consistent thing for as long as you have the business. So you rather pay somebody.
Definitely check in with the CPA on that for sure. Make sure to get that.
Crypto works. I don't know if you're talking or we need to mute you. Are you talking to us?
get you the best without.
No. I
So
think
once you've got some alpha.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Sorry,
Sorry
go
about
for
that.
it.
But yeah, well, I was just getting back to saying, I just think we just need time. You know, just keep on doing what you're doing. Keep like reminding the community that there is power in numbers. You know, just keep doing that. You know, just keep doing that. Eventually, we're gonna weed out all the people that are here for investment, and we're gonna get a lot of creatives. You know, I totally see it happening. I totally see this being like a creative powerhouse, and we just need time. We just need time to get these creatives to see us and want to join the ecosystem, you know. But once that happens, you know, we're gonna be a incredibly strong powerhouse because there is like really real strong power in numbers. And so yeah, you know, we just need time. So just keep repeating it over and over and over until we figure it out, you know.
Yeah, 100%. We're gonna get there. Like, you know, this is there's nobody out there pushing content like we're pushing, like absolutely nowhere even near. And you know, we're doing this weekly. We're making content. We've done like over 100 videos right now. I've probably said that a few times, but it's like we're not stopping. We're not taking our foot off the pedal. We're just gonna keep, no matter what's going on in the market, we're full steam ahead because we know we've got a vision, we've got a great product, and we know we can deliver our vision and products in the ways we want to and make it a success. And you know, having all the feedback, having the individuals that are coming into the studio, having, you know, the people who are partnering with us or investing in what we're doing, you know, the people involved in us are no small names. Like, these are all big people who are the top of the game in their particular business areas. You know, having that almost proofing for them is, you know, a big blessing too. So there's a lot coming. We're not going to stop. You know, we're not discouraged by, you know, some people not retweeting or talking about us. It's like, you know, so what? You know, that eventually they'll have no option but to talk about us. That's where we're heading to. We've got no problem being the underdog because, you know, the underdog story is always the best story. And you know, we are the Rocky Balboa, and we are going to get to the top.
You know, that's how I always describe my Pet Hooligan to everyone. Like, everyone's sort of ignoring MPH right now, but eventually it'll be the project that everybody wants a pizza of. I mean, it's inevitable, and it's okay. Like, right now, it's fine because I keep buying. Keep it this way, so I can keep buying, but eventually it'll be inevitable. But I do have a question. Just sort of the rest of the year, what we're sort of like planning will happen, because you just said, Skyhawk, we're not going to take our foot off the pedal. And I told my friend, I imagine that, you know, after the bots launch, I don't think that would be it for the year. I imagine, you know, you guys are projected, you have 1 million players in the rabbit hole. Like, what are the steps that you're looking at? Like, what are the things coming before all of this happens in December?
Yeah, so in terms of the 1 million players, it depends if our game's fully out by then and what's happening with it. So we need to have a chat with Colin on that particular one. But, you know, the 1 million players will come. I think it's going to take a bit more time than a month or two. But essentially, there's a lot happening before the close of the year. We've got the next version of the alpha, so we've got version 2 of the rabbit hole to go out, which you saw a little bit of footage for, and I'm going to probably put out a behind the scenes today, which is a really fucking good behind the scenes. There's going to be a bit more footage in that about V2. So we are expecting to get V2 out, and V2 is going to be incredibly fun. We are expecting to get the team deathmatch in there and have some tournaments and get some rewards out there for individuals. So that should be fun. This Zuckbot ecosystem is going to be a whole load of fun in itself. Like, nobody, you know, don't think that you're going to mint this Zuckbot and that's it. That's absolutely not it at all. So the rest of this year will be filled with Zuckbot fun. We're still working on the others. So you'll start to see a few clues about the others coming out. So there's a hell of a lot happening. You know, we are looking to kind of integrate and develop with other communities as well. Real stuff like, you know, real valuable partnerships. We are working on, you know, a whole investment cycle. So hopefully there'll be some great news out about that. So there's a hell of a lot happening. And, you know, hopefully we'll get a couple of weeks rest in December as well, if we're allowed to. But yeah, a lot of fun packed with the Zuck bots. Like I said, don't think you're going to mint, and that's the end of the story there. A lot of fun in terms of content. A lot of fun coming in terms of Alpha V2 or Rabbit Hole V2. More stuff happening with IMI. More stuff happening on the business side of things. And yeah, just onwards and upwards for us. Don't know if there's anything I missed there, Obi. Hopefully some more mixtape stuff as well.
Yeah, I know that once we get this collection out and everything is finished with this overall mint and everything, there's actually some stuff on the mixtape itself and the overall music integration I'm personally really, really excited about. So we'll definitely be having some more on that coming too. That's kind of my next primary focus after this whole thing is done. Sorry guys too, my head's sort of in two places as well if I sound a little scattered. More scattered than usual. I'm a pretty scattered guy as it is, but
So on the heels of that, I was just checking the roadmap, and before we get all this extra attention, I think a concern is the roadmap is still kind of talking about Q3 for
the roadmap does need an update. So we will get that roadmap updated.
I think that's a vulnerability to us, even for like the talk show tomorrow. Imagine they'll look at that and it'll look like we're not fulfilling we're not fulfilling promises. So
yeah. All right, cool. Fair point. Let's touch on that. I mean, I don't think they're going to look at the roadmap during the thing, but other people might. So yeah, good shout on that.
Still a good shout. Yeah, I think that's completely fair enough.
I mean, we've been talking about updating that for like probably 3 months, but for some reason we've not got around to it, just because everything else is. There's so much going on. In all honesty, like it's just every day is just like complete. Again, like
it's a bit of a blur.
It's just full send every day. It's like one day I'm gonna run out of juice.
There's definitely a bit of that feeling sometimes. We're like, all right, guys, let's refocus, let's keep going. But yeah, it's every single day, as Skyhopper's saying, is a full court press. But we're certainly feeling it right now. But that's all right, and we appreciate you guys holding us.
But you know what? You have to, right?
Yeah,
you have to go. In any startup, in any new venture, you have to go full court press. Like you don't go full court press, how are you going to make it? So we have to go full court press every day. We might have to for the next few years,
totally.
That's our dedication to what we're doing. It's also our dedication to you all who have put your faith and trust in us. Like that's very fucking important to me.
All on prepared to do so. I agree. Yeah, I completely agree with you, Scott.
That's massively important to me. Just individuals putting their faith and trust, in us as a team and me as an individual to deliver. That's important, right? I can't sit there and have a nice night's sleep. I'm constantly thinking, what can we do? What can we do? How do we ensure that we deliver? Like, that we're putting ourselves out there, and putting ourselves out there, we're taking responsibility. And, we need to act on that responsibility and actively deliver. So, despite how much hard work it is and how stressful it can be at times, that's it. That's what we've got to do.
I have a question.
Yes.
What's up, Greg?
Ghostbuster here. Regarding
Ghostbuster, love it.
Regarding K Gold menu, will there be any updates regarding?
Yeah, so I did want to go live with the K Gold menu, but I think we're probably going to do it after Mint now, just because things are just so busy. And what we wanted to integrate it with our website as well. And Dev's not Dev. Dev's a funny word, right? We just keep saying Dev and never mentioning Dev's name. We want Dev focused on the Mint right now. So after Mint, we're going to have that integration in the website for the K Gold menu and start getting some goodies out there. But yeah, we're actually already started making loads of stuff. So hopefully after Mint, maybe a week or two, we can get that out there.
Yep.
So we will not be able to buy heads or posters through Discord.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. So you're going to be able to buy them through K Gold on the Discord, and then you'll have to go on the website, and it'll check that you've got a particular role, and then it'll let you enter your delivery details.
Wow, great.
What's has Colin just leaked something that I'm not aware of? Let me have a look. Honestly,
no, he leaked it like early this week, but it was like the update. I guess
the game stuff, yeah.
Latest. Yeah, the gameplay was like unbelievable.
Dude, that's nothing, man. Now. That's nothing. I was pretty like I was pretty annoyed he put that one up because like he didn't do it justice. Like, so if you thought that was good, trust me, that's you don't know yet.
There's a lot coming there for sure.
So we've got a sneak peek going out a little bit later today. That's got a little bit more in it, but still, it doesn't do it justice. So that's what I'm telling you. Until you pick up a control pad and play this, or a keyboard, you're then gonna know like how we've transformed and taken what we had and took it to the next level in terms of the way you move, shoot. You know, some of the animations, the smoothness. It's now feeling like a AAA game. I'm not saying it didn't before, but it definitely is now.
Yeah, exactly. The improvement is pretty clear.
You know, there was still that thing like, you know, something's missing, and that's something that was missing is there now.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Something this way comes. All right, we've not got much time. In fact, we've already gone over time. So
I know.
I want to any more questions about Mint stuff or anything we should include in the FAQ? You know, give me a shout. Is a contract being looked at for gas cost? Yes, it is. It'll be a 721A. It will be a 721A as well, which allows for the batch transactions. So we'll put that in the FAQ. What was the other question? Oh, yeah, it's the road.
Is there a timeline for Android for the IMI app?
Say that again, sir.
Is there a timeline for Android IMI app?
I wish I had that answer. I don't have that answer.
I could probably comment on it a bit. I know that it's been obviously, guys, a real sticking point for us. So again, just continued apologies because it's taken us so long. It is constantly so our overall IMI build is, because we'd sort of done it in conjunction with some partners. So there's a little more convolution around that build and that project. That said, it is constantly being worked on and discussed. The overall Android just build has been an issue for them for some time. So I know that it's still being worked on. I do not have an actual timeline. I wish I could give that info to you guys, but I do not have that. But all I can say is that I know that it is being worked on, and it is much to the chagrin of the IMI team. I know that it's something that's constantly being focused on and trying to get pushed through. So when we do have that information, you will hear it from us first. But as of right now, there's no update. I just know that it's getting worked on. So sorry that I have to be vague, and sorry that I don't have more to share there. And also just sorry that it's taken so long. Appreciate your patience.
Let's run some other contests, that doesn't require IMI, and then give away 10 iPhones to people that would then be awesome creators.
I think that's a fair thing because we're missing out on people who want to be making content and also want to be contributing here, and I think that's a blind spot. That's a vulnerability, and it's not really fair. So I think that's a good shout.
Yeah, Steve's asking who's doing the audit for the contract. I responded, John Cena, the wrestler. John Cena. I wish John Cena was doing the audit, but we do have a development partner who you won't be familiar with, but essentially a very hardcore dev who's been in the space for a long time, who is kind of supporting on kind of audit duties. So it will be getting checked by a third party. So yeah, it's not going to be John Cena, unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of glad. Fortunately, it's not going to be John Cena. You just want to body slam the contract. Oh yeah, the Hooligan contest. Yeah, we need to announce that as well. So yeah, sorry about that. We'll get that announced. And yeah, I think it's unfair around the kind of whole iPhone and Android split. Fully agree on that. So let's see what we can do to ensure that anybody can participate in future as well. Good stuff. All right, I think we need to crack on with some stuff behind the scenes. But yeah, important stuff. Rug Radio tomorrow. Make sure you all join and get everybody to join, and make sure you all pop on with your Hooligan PFPs. That should be fun. We'll be on there we'll have a good half an hour, 40 minutes on there. We'll be talking about everything we got cooking. I will, you know what? Like, you've persuaded me to release another behind the scenes. So at some stage today, I'll release another behind the scenes. Check out Ryan Crypto's done a video for us. Tomorrow, the trailer's coming out and the roadmap. I will tell you there will be a clue on the roadmap towards a scavenger hunt, but the scavenger hunt will not be live until we say it's live. So Hulu will make an announcement to say that there's a scavenger hunt live, probably maybe on Sunday. Let's see if we can convince Hulu to work on the weekend. I'm sure we can. That stuff should keep us entertained for a few days, and then rolling into next week, will be the minting week, and shit's gonna get real fun after you minted. So can't wait to hear some of the reactions. To hear what people are thinking, some of the speculation after mint. So really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. Can't wait to have a weekend off actually after mint. So
I'm looking forward to it as well. Right now, it's head down mode.
I want to drive to the weekend after the mint. I might take a road trip to San Francisco. I've not been. Anybody here from San Francisco?
No one.
No one.
Well, if anybody wants to meet us in San Francisco, then.
If anybody wants to meet us in San Francisco, are you coming as well, Obi?
I don't know, I may have just invited myself on that one there.
I mean, if you want to come, by all means.
I might, dude.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Tell us where you're at. I want to buy you guys a round of beers at one of the restaurants.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. We're open for invites to different cities, so do invite us, and we'll definitely know.
Definitely. I know that in the coming months too. This is
Steez, that's a great idea. I don't know if we'll be able to pull it off, but anything planned for Halloween? Steve suggested we update metadata for Genesis Hooligan with costumes. That'd be pretty cool, but unfortunately, it's not going to be as easy because we've got so many poses. We'll have to make a shed load of maybe, I don't know, something we can think about internally, but I'm not sure that's going to happen in time.
That is an amazing idea.
Unfortunately,
as we grow,
Steve, you know what? Blame Steve for that because Steve is part of our weekly team meeting and never once has suggested that.
but he suggested many other things that also
suggested many things, but that one, which was probably one of the best suggestions that I've heard to date.
Love and appreciate you, Steve.
Right, Steve, we need you to start knocking up some art so we can do that in time. When AMGI at San Diego Comic Con, you know what? We should 100% take a look at doing that. I think that would be super duper powerful.
Actually, that'd be a great shout for us. Yeah, I feel like that'd probably be a really solid thing for us to get to.
Yeah. All right, cool people. I think that's it for today. When LA Kings partnership and Hooli is a mess. What is LA Kings? Is that what team is that? Is that basketball?
It's a hockey team.
It's a hockey team. I don't know, but the individual that came into the studio definitely owns some sports teams from the West Coast. So maybe something.
Exactly.
Not the LA Kings though.
Not the Kings.
Definitely some other stuff.
Some other pretty notable California teams.
Yo, Rabbit De Niro, when you can start submitting music now. Just send me a DM if you make beats. Like, I mean, make sure that. I mean, even if the beat's not good, I'm gonna say it's good. So just please try and make sure it's good, so we can get something done with it.
I'm shilling my music all the time, and Skyhopper's very supportive. So you're good. Just shoot it over to us, guys. You're good.
Yeah, there you
super
go.
Appreciative of all of the contributions too. So send them over.
Send it. All right. Okay. Cool. Jay Dunk has sent me a DM. All right, Jay Dunk, I'll get on it. Damn, Chicago mascot makes $600K salary a year. That's crazy.
What?
That can't be true, Fire Dog. All right. Custom signed Hooli ball, baseball. Yeah, we can definitely do that. All right, cool. Wallet security and help reminder. All right, Webby, I know you sent me a DM too. But just again, apologies. Like if I'm not so swift on DMs or tickets or anything right now. It is literally full steam ahead on kind of mint related activities. So I can just apologize as much as possible, but I will get around to everything. I always do. But anyway, I think that's it for today. Just everybody keep doing what you're doing. Really appreciate it. And appreciate every single one of you. Massive amount of love from me and the wider team for sure. Make sure you tune into everything we're doing tomorrow. Lots of shit happening. That isn't shit. It's all good. It's all good shit. Lots of good shit happening.
All good shit, and we're just.
Oh shit! Did you also see the? Damn! Did we see the newspaper? The newspaper. cutting, which I had a hell of a load of stories on there. That was awesome. Big shout on that. It was ape.org who did it, right?
Nice.
Yeah, crazy. I made the paper for sure. I made the paper with my name change.
Yeah, it was a collective of us.
Oh, nice. Well, big shout to all of you, and I appreciate you guys. Seriously, thank you.
Good stuff. All right, all right, hooligans. Speak soon.
Appreciate you guys. Love you all. Later
Peace.
on.
Our gang.
Peace, guys.
You guys take care.